Good morning. Well, you know, a couple days ago, I was sitting, we were sitting in the living room, and Robert said to me, "Is it okay if we have a couple people over for lunch on Wednesday?" I said yes and didn't think twice about it. So this morning, I woke up and Robert said, "Do you remember we're having a couple people over for lunch?" I didn't really remember that, but okay, let's do it. So I am prepared. Now, you know, I could buy something from Gelson's and just serve a prepared salad, but I wanted to make something fresh and, you know, I wanted to serve something from my kitchen. So I am making what I always call a surprise dish. This is called, I'm doing surprise pasta salad. And I am known for my surprise cooking. I made a cookbook for my girls called Surprise Cooking. It says, "Advice for the Adventurous Chef from a Lifetime Surprise Cooker." That's me. It says, by Jill Bickett, experienced wife, mom, and chief cook for 30 years and counting. Well, now it's 40 years and counting. And so here's pictures of my daughters. This is a picture of a night blooming cereus, which my mother gave me. And whenever it blooms, I always think of her. And I think I'm a surprise cooker because of her. So there are recipes in here that I have just put down that I have made over the years. Now, once you put them into a recipe booklet, they almost are not a surprise anymore. But I wanted to show my daughters how it's done so that they could start on their own. So I did a cookbook for surprise cooking. I say here, when you cook, remember, it's not the recipe that makes it work. It's the surprises that bring the unexpected joy. And so the trick to surprise cooking is flexibility, fresh ingredients, and ease of preparation. That means you can throw it all together, whatever's in the fridge, you just gotta go with it. That's what I'm doing today. Busy bees need to eat healthy, but use what's available without extra shopping and be able to do it with almost zero prep time, which is kind of what I had today. Although the guests are coming in an hour, so I gotta get going. Let me tell you the origin of surprise cooking. One day, my daughter Jackie's friend Sarah was over, and her father Ed came to pick her up. And I asked him, "Would you guys like to stay for dinner?" And he said, "Well, what are you having?" And I said, "We're having broccoli surprise," because I didn't know what we were having. I just knew I had broccoli and some ingredients. He said, "No, thank you." He did not know what broccoli surprise was. He was not going to take a chance. It turned out great. It was broccoli with chicken and cheese, and I don't know. It was all fine. So that is the origin of the name of surprise cooking, but really it just means, as I said, throwing things together, using fresh ingredients, and not being afraid. So this is a taco salad surprise recipe that I put down to give the girls the idea of how you do it. All it means is you need lettuce, meat, tomatoes, cheese, tortilla chips, and salad dressing, any kind of all of the above, and you throw them together. It's Julia's favorite meal. So let me show you what I've got here for my surprise cooking ordeal this morning. All right, well, we started out with the pasta because I'm making pasta surprise. Any kind of pasta will do, but I'm using the rotini because I like the way they look. They're a little fancy, and I like the way that the dressing adheres to them. Then I have blanched the vegetables that I had in my fridge. I had some broccoli and some cauliflower. I have some snap peas and a few little sweet peas. So, you know, I do like to blanch things before I put them in a salad, especially when I'm serving guests, because then they're a little softer and they meld better with the salad. But you don't have to blanch them. You can just throw them in. And then over here, I have the carrots and the celery and the tomatoes. And I went to Gelson's actually, and I bought 2 chicken breasts because I woke up this morning and realized I had to do something. And while I was there, I thought, well, let me see. Maybe I'll put in some olives, maybe a few capers, maybe a few garbanzo beans, and maybe a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So that's it. I'm going to throw that all together and I'm going to dress it. I'll show you how I dress it. And that's the surprise pasta salad.